Hey everyone, David the Wolf Boy here. If you saw on Sonic Dragon Girl 23's channel, she and I did a commentary for Sonic's Guild 2 The Patch Up, which acts as a prologue for Sonic and Sonic in Infinite World of Pain, which today is April 3rd as I'm recording this, is the prologue for An Infinite World of Pain Part 1. And it had me thinking, what if I do commentaries on some of the shorts I did throughout 2025, and some of them from 2026. So, the first one I did was Shadow's whistling lesson. Now, before I begin, I just want to give a little background for Shadow being able to whistle in the Sonic and Sonic series. Well, I thought about having Shadow whistle for quite a while now. I was going to have a Halloween special back in 2024 where everybody dressed up in DC superhero costumes, but that didn't happen until Shadow and Silver's cosplay escapades, which I am planning on doing a commentary of, probably all 5 of them, and I can confirm that there will not be a Shadow and Silver's cosplay escapade 6. But anyway, in the original draft of An Infinite World of Pain from a few years back, I was going to have Shadow whistle. But Shadow didn't end up whistling until Sonic and Sonic's review of Sonic the Hedgehog 3. And after Shadow whistled, I gave a little bit of a background as to how Shadow learned to whistle, and he said that Silver taught him how to whistle. This video here is that very thing. Silver teaching Shadow how to whistle. Without further ado, let's begin. Alright, sometime before Sonic and Sonic's review of Sonic the Hedgehog 3. So, Silver is practically in a park, feeding the birds and whistling to them. And Silver's whistling is so beautiful that birds flock over to him. And he's whistling Feed the Birds from Mary Poppins, because I wanted to think of a beautiful Disney song, and Feed the Birds was the first thing that popped into my head. And then Shadow came in and made the birds fly away like the asshole he is.
God damn it, Shadow! You scared all the birds away! Since when do you find yourself in a park surrounded by birds?
And Shadow's questioning Silver.
You of all people are standing in a park whistling a Mary Poppins song surrounded by birds. Is that a problem? No, but I have a favor to ask. And what's that? To go tell me to go fuck a cactus?
Yeah, because Shadow and Silver never get along in the Sonic and Sonic series.
That's not why I came looking for you. Is it because I'm far behind on paying rent?
You'll get your rent. Sorry.
You spent it all on comic books, but that's not the favor.
You'll get your rent when you fix this damn door.
I hear that's how David met Gene in real life, not the wolf in the
Yeah, that is how Gene and I met in real life.
Their human counterparts. God damn it, Silver!
Us meeting online while the original Revenge of the Deadly Six was in production.
I wanted to learn how to whistle. Yes, that's exactly what I said. Okay.
And
Shadow,
yeah,
ease it with the
Shadow teaching, wanting how to learn how to whistle.
Oblivion. But anyway, why do you want to learn how to whistle? A blue hedgehog with green eyes and his...
Yeah, there's a whole ton of whistling in the Sonic and Sonic series because of that one scene from Sonic and the Black Knight where Sonic whistles.
Whistling on this channel. I want to be able to surprise Sonic and Sonic next time I see them. Weren't you planning on reviewing Sonic the Hedgehog 3 with them? Yes, and who knows when I'll end up whistling in front of them. Why didn't you consult Sonic and Sonic? Because they're far too busy playing D&D with Tails, Calvin, and David.
Yeah, fun fact about the whole D&D thing. Since September of 2025, I've been part of a D&D group that meets every other Monday. And, oh yeah, this iconic quote from a 1940s movie. You know how to whistle, don't you, Steve? You just put your lips together and blow.
Easy. Whoa there, you're gonna spit in someone's face if you're not careful. You said put your lips together and blow. That's what I did. Why didn't anyone
Yeah, it's not easy. Like, I taught myself how to whistle, and
it's true, at least according to Sonic.
this whole short is a callback to the original Revenge of the Deadly Six, where Sonic actually teaches Mario how to whistle. And this time, it's Silver teaching Shadow how to whistle.
And since then, I've been wanting to learn how to whistle, but...
And this short also acts as a tutorial for teaching anybody how to whistle, really. Like, anybody watching this could learn how to whistle from me.
Oh, what's the point? Calm down.
And Shadow struggling was me at first. Back when I was 15 years old and trying to learn how to whistle so I could be like Sonic.
The bottom of your mouth behind your lower teeth. Okay, here goes.
Yeah, and that's the proper way how to whistle.
Shadow, you've done it! I have? Try it again.
And I did some whistling when I was a kid, but I didn't really take up whistling until I was a teenager. And I'm 30 years old right now.
Some people inhale their whistles like this.
That used to be me right there, inhaling my whistles.
When you blow out.
Oh yeah, that 5-note whistle. I don't know how I came up with it. Like, I was taunting my friends with my whistling, especially my girlfriend, who is not the best kind of whistler, but it just stuck with me. And I featured it in a lot of the Sonic and Sonic shorts.
Do it for Maria.
And this whole do-re-mi thing from The Sound of Music, that's how Maria, played by Julie Andrews, taught the Von Trapp children how to sing. So I wanted to incorporate it into this short here, where Silver uses that same song to teach Shadow how to whistle. And in Revenge of the Deadly Six, it was Zelda's Lullaby from Ocarina of Time. And this time, I wanted to do The Sound of Music, because Sound of Music is one of my absolute favorite movies of the 1960s, along with West Side Story, all of Sean Connery's Bond films, Mary Poppins. Yeah, when I started the Sonic and Sonic series, my whistling was not that great, but over time, I learned how to whistle. And here, Shadow's perfecting his whistling skills. And this began a special story arc for Shadow, like where Shadow is becoming more grounded, more connected with whistling. Yeah, Maria would have been the perfect whistling coach for Shadow, but Maria, I don't think she ever whistled. And of course I had to make Live and Learn for Shadow learning to whistle, because that song is associated with Shadow. Same with I Am All of Me from Shadow the Hedgehog. Part the Porcupine, I didn't come up with it. And also, fuck off, Shadow! Yeah, fuck off, Shadow. I find to be a much more suiting catchphrase for Silver than It's No Use. And a whistle a happy tune from The King and I. I had to end it off like that because it's all about whistling to muster up one's courage. Silver whistling done by Sonic Drago 23, Shadow whistling done by Sonic 28955. He drew that picture for Sonic and Sonic's review of Sonic the Hedgehog 3, but I wanted to do something special. Sonic's Invisible Scars, the remake, will be 2027. Golden Eagle's Wedding will be an epilogue to An Infinite World of Pain. This is something I'll work on when I've got nothing to do. Sonic vs. the World will be 2027 in the fall for a DC Halloween cancelled! And yeah. So yeah, that pretty much does it for this video. Alright. There's also a Lego version of Shadow's whistling lesson on my TikTok page, and also on my YouTube page in my Sonic and Sonic Shorts playlist that you can check out anytime. These commentaries will be in a separate playlist. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this commentary on Shadow's whistling lesson. I plan on doing more commentaries on more Sonic and Sonic shorts. Probably not every single one, but maybe every single one, but we'll just have to wait and see. Because I've got a busy upload schedule all throughout 2026. Infinite World of Pain, Mario and Sonic: A Story of Two Friends, The Revenge of the Deadly Six reboot, the Macaroni 76 film reviews of the Infinity Saga. The Avengers is next as of this video's upload, and I think for this string of film reviews, I'm probably going to make it up to Spider-Man Far From Home in November, and 2026 will be the Infinity Saga, while 2027 will be the multiverse saga, starting with Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, because I already did Black Widow. So, yeah. This fun little short sort of acts as a tutorial for teaching anybody watching the video, anybody subscribed to my channel, learning how to whistle. And Shadows has a... Hang on. Sorry. My apologies. I was just having coffee as I was recording this. So, yowie. So, anyway. Shadow and Silver. They do bicker a lot, but you can tell that they care about each other. And when I eventually do a commentary on Silver's breaking point, you'll get to see just that. So I hope you had fun watching this commentary on Shadow's whistling lesson, and stay tuned for my commentary on Shadow Sorrow coming soon. Till then, I'll see you all next time. Goodbye!